Grab your pencils, fashionomists. We're having a pop quiz. 1. Is it better to pay 60% more or 60% less? 2. Where can you find better deals on the latest spring fashions every day? That's easy. Winners. Find fabulous for less.
During my interview for my spring-summer collection, somebody asked me what my next inspiration was, and I jokingly said, it's based on mushrooms. So I started with that. I'm like, well, I said it and it's in print, so I think I have to go with it. It evolved into things like decay. So I looked into things in decay, and it was all these natural elements that, you know, sort of decayed and became something, which is like rotting wood creates mushrooms. So I just thought it would be really cool to sort of bring the beauty of decay out in this collection. I wanted to make sure that the sort of style lines or the silhouette of my collection was, you know, very streamlined, almost like automotive design or aerodynamic. And that's like totally opposite end of what fungus and mushrooms look like. You know, like that sort of like textural and sort of mood of the collection, where the streamlined design of cars and planes and, you know, anything sort of like machinery, it's totally the opposite. So I'm like, well, how do I make this work? You know, how do I combine both fungus and automotive design together? And, you know, I sort of pictured like this car in the woods gets in an accident, and then, you know, somebody dies and decay happens and mushrooms grow. After a while of processing and digesting the theme, I realized there wasn't a sort of a narration in the collection that I generally have with most of my collections. It's sort of like an idea that carries the theme and textures and the silhouette of from the start of the collection to the end, also in the presentation. And with that, I didn't like the theme. So then I thought, how can I incorporate all that research that I did into sort of a narrative? So I came across this movie called Sky Captain and the City of Tomorrow, and thought that was a perfect story that sort of encompassed everything that I researched, from like modern streamlined design to textual elements in the movie and just the quality of it, and all that together sort of worked with the film, and the film worked for the collection. So it was, I guess it's sort of loosely based on that movie.